Floorboards groan beneath my feet, a rhythm I don't know. I'm climbing up the narrow stairs where the quiet likes to grow. There's a latch that's rusted over, a key I shouldn't turn. Inside this box of cedar wood, there's a lesson I won't learn. I see your sweater in a corner, still holding on to dust. A photograph of us in June before the love turned into rust. And I'm shouting into the attic, screaming at the ghosts, to the versions of us that I'm missing the most. It's a hollow sound, it's a heavy echo in the dark, trying to find a light when lost. Every single spark, I'm calling out your name to the shadows on the wall, but the attic never answers, it just watches as I fall. There's a silence here that's louder than the noise down on the street. It's the sound of every promise that we didn't get to keep. I'm sorting through the fragments, the things we tucked away. Then maybe next October, and I wish you'd heard me stay. Every box I open is a wound I shouldn't touch. I didn't think that letting go would ever cost this much. Is this where memories go to die? Under the insulation and the rafters, beneath the starless sky. I'm desperate for a whisper, just a sign you're still around. But I'm just a lonely person making an empty, aching sound. Yeah, I'm shouting into the attic, screaming at the ghosts, to the versions of us that I'm missing the most. It's a hollow sound, it's a heavy echo in the dark, trying to find a light when I lost every single spark. I'm calling out your name to the shadows on the wall, but the attic never answers, it just watches as I fall. I'll leave the door ajar just in case you find your way through the cobwebs and the years back to where we used to stay. But for now, I'm just a voice in a room filled with the past, shouting into the attic for a love that didn't last. The echo fades, shouting into the attic. The coffee's cold, the clock is stuck at 3:30. I'm tracing outlines of the ghost you used to be. I told my heart to keep the door bolted and tight, but I'm folding like a paper house in the middle of the night. I found your name still saved beneath a different light. One little hello and I'm losing every fight. It's a relapse into the fire, a dive into the deep, a promise to myself that I just couldn't keep. I'm counting every scar, I'm tracing every line, begging for a second chance. It's never gonna be mine. And then It's a toxic kind of comfort that makes me wanna stay. I'm drinking down the memories like they're holy wine, ignoring every single warning, every stopping sign. Why do I go back to the place where I was broken, to the I love yous that were never truly spoken? I'm a moth drawn to a flame that only wants to burn. I'm a student of a lesson I refuse to ever learn. I'm just shouting at the ceiling, looking for a way to survive the heavy silence of another lonely day. It's a relapse into the fire, dive into the deep. Oh, promise to myself that I just couldn't keep. Oh, I'm counting every scar, I'm tracing every line, begging for a second chance that's never gonna be mine. And then comes the regret, like a winter in my chest, realizing I'm just a guest in a love that's laid to rest. Yeah, it's a relapse and a lifetime of regret. I'm waking up to the same cold morning light, cursing the version of me that gave into the night. Just a heart in a loop, a soul in a net, caught between the relapse and the bitter, hollow regret. Yeah, it's just regret. Always regret. I finally took your picture off the bedside table drawer. I stopped looking for your headlights or the shadow by the door. I thought I built a fortress, I thought the walls were high. I haven't let her, how are you? Escape into the sky. But then the rain starts tapping like a finger on my glass, and every bit of progress becomes a ghost of the past. 1 second I am standing, the next I'm on the floor, reaching for the handle of a locked and bolted door. And I'm backsliding, backsliding into you, breaking every promise that I swore I'd keep true. It's a long way down and the grip is getting loose. I'm trading in my freedom for this familiar news. I first comfort, a beautiful lake, to go back to the heart that you knew how to break. I'm a kite in a storm with a frayed silver string, hanging on to the wreckage of a forever thing. I know how the story ends, I memorized the pain, but I'm still standing outside, begging for the rain. Yeah, I'm backsliding, backsliding into you. Oh, breaking every promise that I swore I'd keep true. I swore I'd keep true. It's a long way down, and the grip is getting loose. Oh, I'm trading in my freedom for this familiar news. Oh, I thought I was moving on, helplessly backsliding in. One step forward, two steps back into the dark, searching for a fire in a cold and dying spark. I'm slipping, I'm falling, I'm backsliding, right back to the start, right back to you. Music slows and fades out, backsliding into you. The blue light of my phone is the only sun I see, casting long and jagged shadows of the man I used to be. The house is breathing softly, but I'm choking on the air, staring at the empty space where you used to brush your hair. I've typed 1,000 sentences and deleted everyone. It's hard to find the right words when the damage has been done. The clock is ticking like a hammer, striking on the nail. Every hour you I drive just feels hollow and so frail. And it's 3 a.m. apologies to a dial tone, saying sorry to the shadows while I'm sitting here alone. I'm whispering the truth to the cracks in the ceiling, trying to find a way to stop this heavy, hollow feeling. It's too late for the sunrise, too early for the light. Just 3 a.m. apologies in the middle of the night. I'm replaying every argument, every sharp and jagged word, the things I shouted at you, and the pleas I never heard. I'm a master of the phoneless and the wish I would've known. A king of a broken kingdom on a cold and lonely throne. I wanna call and wake you just to tell you I was wrong, but I know that sorry doesn't work when you've been gone this long. So I'm talking to the hallway, I'm begging at the floor, to the version of you that doesn't live here anymore. Is this for you? Or is it just for me? To wash the blood from my hands so I can finally sleep. I'm screaming, I'm sorry, into a pillowcase, trying to find the courage that I lost without a trace. But the sun is gonna rise and I'll put the mask back on, pretending that the weight of you is finally truly gone. But for now it's 3 a.m. apologies to a dial tone, saying sorry to the shadows while I'm sitting here alone. I'm whispering the truth to the cracks in the ceiling, trying to find a way to stop this heavy, hollow feeling. It's too late for the sunrise, too early for the light. Just 3 a.m. apologies in the middle of the night. The sky is turning gray, the stars are fading out, the room is getting louder with the things I didn't shout. And I'm still sorry. 3:01, and I'm still lonely. The light begins to bleed through the blinds. Just another night of apologies that you'll never hear. The dry arms are lonely tune downstairs. I'm folding clothes and catching unawares. The scent of your detergent on my sleeve, a ghost of comfort I'm not ready to leave. I reach into the pocket of my coat, looking for a key or maybe a note, but my fingers meet a texture thin and dry, the paper trail of every time I've had to cry. It's the debris of a heart that finally broke, the white flags of a fire lost in smoke. I should have thrown them all away by now, but letting go is a lesson I can't learn somehow. I've got a pocket full of used tissue, each one's a different way. I miss you, crumpled little mountains of my grief, tattered white reminders of no relief. Yeah, they're soft and shredded, worn down to the lint, just like the love that didn't leave a footprint. I'm carrying the weight of what we couldn't do in a pocket full of used tissue. Yeah, there's one from the night you walked out the door, yeah, and one from the morning I woke up on the floor. Summer stained with mascara, dark and deep, witnesses to the secrets that I keep. Yeah, I hold them in my palm like precious things, discarded petals from a winter that never turns to spring. People see me walking, they think I'm doing fine, but I'm heavy with the wreckage of your heart and mine. It's the debris of a heart that finally broke, the white flags of a fire lost in smoke. I've got a pocket full of used tissue, each one's a different way. I miss you, crumpled little mountains of my grief, tattered white reminders of no relief. Yeah, they're soft and shredded, worn down to the lint, just like the love that didn't leave a footprint. I'm carrying the weight of what we couldn't do in a pocket full we're gonna tear under the pressure of a love that isn't there. Just a pocket full, soft and white and hollow, a little bit of yesterday for me to swallow. I'll keep them till they turn to dust in my hand, the only part of us I still understand. Yeah, I'm still missing you, with my pocket full of used tissue. Hey, the jars are sitting empty on the kitchen windowsill. The ghost of every breakfast keeps the morning there so still. I remember how you looked at me through the amber color light, like everything was golden, like we'd finally gotten right. We dipped our lives in sugar, we ignored the bitter sand, spending every ounce of us until the gold was spent. We thought we found a nectar that the world had never known, but we were just building a hive on a crumbling throne. It was the poison we called honey, so sweet upon the tongue, the kind of beautiful disaster that keeps the spirit young. We drank it by the gallon till our hearts began to slow, too addicted to the sweetness to ever let it go. Now I'm choking on the memory of the sugar and the lie. It was poison we called honey, and that's why we had to die. Hidden underneath the lid, we ignored the warning signs and everything we did. Yo, I love you felt like velvet, but it left a jagged scar. I was reaching for the honeycomb, you were reaching for a star. The more we tried to fix it, the more the venom spread. Now there's a heavy hollow silence in the middle of our bed. I'm searching for an antidote in the back of every drawer, but they don't make a medicine for love that's become a war. And if you held the spoon out, I'd probably taste it once again, just to feel the rush of us before the hurricane of it. It's a sickness in my marrow, it's a fever in my soul, knowing that the thing that fed me is the thing that took its toll. Oh, I'm a moth for the nectar, I'm a slave to the taste of 1,000 golden moments that have all gone to waste. It was the poison we called honey, so sweet upon the tongue, the kind of beautiful disaster that keeps the spirit young. Yeah, we drank it by the gallon till our hearts began to slow, too addicted to the sweetness to ever let it go. Now I'm choking on the memory of the sugar and the lie. It was poison we called honey, and it's why we had to die. The aftertaste is bitter now, it's burning in my throat. Oh, a drowning man still clinging to a candy-coated boat. Oh, poison, just a little more poison. We called it honey, but it was never sweeter house is dark, but the movie's playing on the wall. I'm watching every shadow, waiting for the curtain call. I'm memorizing the way the light hit the side of your face before you turn and leave and left this hollow, empty space. I see the keys in your hand, I hear the jingle of the chain, a sound that's been looping like a fever in my brain. You were standing in the doorway, framed by the pouring rain, and I'm replaying the final scene over and over again, trying to find the moment where the us became a them. I'm pausing on the look in your eyes, searching for a lie, rewriting every word you said before the last goodbye. It's a cinema of heartbreak, the fear of regret, stuck on the one frame that I haven't mastered yet. Yeah, I'm just a ghost in the audience, lost in what it means, replaying the final scene. Oh, I analyze the dialogue, the things we didn't say, the weight I love yous that got trapped and hid away in the director's cut of my mind. I reach out for your sleeve, I give you 1,000 reasons why you shouldn't have to leave, but the script is already written, the ink has long been dry, and no matter how I edit it, used to look me in the eye and walk away without a word beneath the heavy sky. If I could scream cut and bring the lighting back to gold, if I could fix the ending of the story that we told, I'd burn the reels, I'd change the plot, I'd make the hero stay, but I'm just a lonely projectionist watching you fade to gray, watching the credits roll in a room where I'm the only one left, and I'm replaying the final scene over and over again, trying to find the moment where the us became a them. I'm pausing on the look in your eyes, searching for a lie, rewriting every word you said before the last goodbye. It's a cinema of heartbreak, a theater of regret, stuck on the one frame that I haven't mastered yet. Yeah, I'm just a ghost in the audience, lost in what it means, replaying the final scene. Screen goes white, the static starts to hum, I'm waiting for a sequel that I know will never come. Just a click of the lock, the walk to the car, the tail lights fading like a dying star. Still replaying the scene, just me and the screen. Porch light was flickering, a heartbeat in the dark. I watched you catch your breath, searching for a spark. Your suitcase was a heavy wall, standing between us two, and I was rehearsing lines I never gave to you. I saw the way your shoulders slumped, the way you checked the time, waiting for a reason, waiting for a sign. But I kept my hands in my pocket, pockets and my heart behind my teeth. Just a frozen statue with a wildfire underneath. If I had said stay, would the rain have turned to gold? Would we be heating up the coffee, defying all the cold? Would the goodbye in the hallway be a hello in the bed, instead of all these ghosts of the things I never said? I'm living in the silence of a choice I didn't make, counting every second of this hollow door lake. One word could have changed the ending of the play, if I had only said stay. I watch your taillights vanish like two embers in the night. Now I'm haunted by the ghost of that flickering porch light. I walk through every room and see the life we didn't live, the I'm sorry's and the I love yous I was too proud to give. I bought the groceries you liked out of habit or of grief, searching for a comfort that provides me no relief. The house is just a shell now, a museum of the end, where I'm the only visitor, mourning for a friend. They say silence is golden, but it's heavy as a stone when it's the only thing you're holding while you're sitting here alone. I traded my forever for a moment of my pride, and now there's nowhere left for all this regret to hide. I'm screaming at the memory, I'm begging at the floor, to the shadow of the person who walked out of that door. If I had said stay, would the rain have turned to gold? Will we be heating up the coffee, defying all the cold? Could the goodbye in the hallway be a hello in the bed, instead of all these ghosts of the things I never said? I'm living in the silence of a choice I didn't make, counting every second of this hollow door lake. One word could have changed the ending of the play, if I had only said stay. The car is gone, the street is still, and I'm standing on the threshold against my own will. Stay, I whisper it to the dust. Stay, to the love that turned to rust, but the wind just blows the leaves away, and I'm still wishing I had said stay. We built it on a blueprint, stable and sound, with every I love you nailed into the ground. We were the logic, the rhythm, the rhyme, a masterpiece waiting for the passage of time. You were my always, and I was your truth. Investing our best years, the gold of our youth. But the foundation was paper, the windows were thin, and we let the first winter come howling right in. Now I'm walking through hallways of what we designed, searching for answers I know I won't find. It's quiet enough now to hear what we lost, the heat of the moment, the chill of the frost, and you're just the ghost of a good idea, the hollowed out echo of everything's clear. We had the vision, we had the light, but we burned out the sun just to prove we were right. Now I'm holding the air where you used to be. ghost of a good idea. I still see the sketches on the back of my hand, the life that we promised, the world that we planned. But the ink started running when the rain started falling, and now there's no voice when I'm out here calling. It's a tragedy, isn't it, how perfect it looked, like a story already been written in book. But we forgot that a house only stands if it's home, and now I'm just living in glass and in chrome. Yeah, I'm walking through hallways of what we designed, searching for answers I know I won't find. 'Cause you're just the ghost of a good idea, the hollowed out echo of everything's clear. We had the vision, we had the light, but we burned out the sun just to prove we were right. Now I'm holding the air where you used to be, a draft in the kitchen, a shadow on me. You're not a heartbreak, you're something more near. You're just the ghost of a good idea. Maybe the good was never enough. Maybe we made of more fragile stuff than the plans and the promises, the logic and math. We built a cathedral but lost the path, and now I'm just kneeling in the middle of the aisle, haunted by the memory of your good idea smile. That didn't stay, a masterpiece that washed away. I still see you in the corner of my eye, a beautiful theory, a cold goodbye, just a ghost, the ghost of us, the ghost of a good idea. The wallpaper is peeling in the hallway of my mind, and I'm stumbling over pieces of the life we left behind. It's pitch black in the kitchen, it's freezing in the bed. I'm haunted by the echoes of the things we never said. I finally struck the match because I couldn't see the floor. I was tired of the shadows dragging around my bedroom door. So I let the timber catch, I let the gasoline run free, and I watched the only path that you would turn to ash in front of me. It's a terrifying beauty, how a tragedy can shine, how the ending of your story is the only light in mine. I don't need the stars or the moon to feel okay. I've got enough destruction here to lead the way. As a nightlight light to keep the ghosts at bay in the middle of the night. It's a bitter kind of orange, it's a heavy kind of gold, but it's the only warmth I have that I'm allowed to hold. I can't go back they're just flickering embers in the change of the weather. I see your face in the sparks as they jump into the air. A beautiful hallucination that I know isn't there. The neighbors see the smoke and they think I'm in distress, but I've never seen the truth as clear as in this mess. You can't be lost if you've nowhere left to go. And there's a strange kind of peace in the middle of the glow. It's a terrifying beauty, how a tragedy can shine, how the ending of your story is the only light in mine. I'm using burned bridges as a nightlight to keep the ghosts at bay in the middle of the night. It's a bitter kind of orange, it's a heavy kind of gold, but it's the only warmth I have that I'm allowed to hold. I can't go back to yesterday, the crossing is all gone, but the fire's burning bright enough to see me through till dawn. Yeah, I'm safe inside the wreckage, I'm basking in the spotlight, using burned bridges as a nightlight. I'm warm for the first time since you said goodbye, even if it's only 'cause I'm watching us die. I'm reading old letters by the light of the flame, whisper in the ashes, calling out your name. It's a temporary comfort, I know the wood will turn to gray, but I'll deal with the darkness when it's finally light of day. We sat at the kitchen table like founders of a land, with a legal pad and coffee and a future in our hand. We use words like forever and a more perfect union too, building a foundation out of everything we knew. We the people was just us, a nation made of two, and every law I ever lived was written just for you. But the ink has started fading and the parchment's turning thin, and I'm looking for the exit where the entry used to begin. It's hard to change the header when the body's full of holes. It's hard to fix the spirit when you bargain with our souls. The first page is a lie, now a beautiful mistake, and I'm shivering from the cold of every promise that we break. And I'm rewriting the preamble of us, crossing out the forever and the unconditional truth. It's no longer in order to stay and to hope. It's how to survive when the heart has gone cold. I'm taking out the always, I'm deleting every we, turning a grand manifesto to a eulogy for me. I'm shaking as I'm typing beneath the weight of what was true. Rewriting the preamble, 'cause there's no more. For the arguments and clauses for the tears. We thought we legislated all our deep deepest, darkest fears. We had a policy for silence and a rule for coming home, but we never wrote a chapter for being this alone. Now I'm staring at the wearers and the therefore on a page, feeling like a prisoner who's forgotten how to cage. The memory of the morning when we signed it with a kiss, before the world was broken into fragments just like this. It's hard to change the header when the body's full of holes. It's hard to fix the spirit when you've bargained with our souls. Yeah. Rewriting the preamble of us, crossing out the forever and the unconditional trust. It's no longer in order to stay and to hold. It's how to survive when the heart is gone cold. I'm taking out the always, I'm deleting every week, turning a grand manifesto to a eulogy for me. I'm shaking as I'm typing beneath the weight of what was true. Rewriting the preamble because there's no more you. Feeling heavy, the ink is turning blue, like the color of my heartbeat when I'm thinking about you. Starting over at the start, with a pen in my hand and a hole in my heart. I'm sitting where the shoreline meets the gray, watching the salt wash the colors away. I've got a fountain pen and a scrap of regret, writing down the things I haven't said, yeah. The ink is blurring on the edge of the page, like a bird that's forgotten the shape of its cage. I'm folding the paper, tight and small, to fit the confession inside of it all. It's a fragile vessel for a heavy heart, a desperate wish for a brand new start. But the glass is cold and the cork is tight, and I'm losing the nerve and I'm losing the light. It's just an apology in a bottle, tossed to the tide, with all of the secrets I used to hide. I'm sending my sorry out into the blue, knowing it'll never wash up next to you. It's a message for no one, a prayer for the deep, a promise I was far too broken to keep. The waves take the glass and the glass takes the blame, while the water erases the sound of your name. I'm sorry for the silence when you needed a sound, for keeping my feet on the middle of the ground. I was a storm when you needed a breeze, now I'm the one falling down to my knees. I watch it bobbing in the wake of a ship, oh forgive me that died on the edge of my lip. The ocean is vast and the current is strong, and I've been the pilot of everything wrong. It's a fragile vessel for a heavy heart, a desperate wish for a brand new start. It's just an apology in a bottle, and dry.